Oh, he's like, hey, look, I get why I can't be here, but we're going to try. We're going to try for 48 hours, guys.
Yeah, it's literally the biggest shadow known to mankind.
Dude, this is the perfect topic for the podcast. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm ruffling your feathers.
You are.
People might like that.
You're in my coop.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's in the family? Who's autistic?
Have you talked to the Russells?
Come on. No, we're fun. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Overshadowed episode, I almost said 60. That's not my podcast. That's the other podcast I did recently. Episode 46 of Overshadowed, where we cover the siblings and spouses. It might be 47 of people who changed the world. In this case, the world changer is your boy, and with his real brother, Cory Russell.
That's me.
So,
hello.
My name is your boy Russell, and that is Cory Russell. And my real brother, you were on once before.
Yep.
You are our first biological sibling guest.
A year and a half ago.
No, probably more than that. 2 Christmases.
We were in our basement, and now
We
we're in a Tampa Bay hotel room.
This is intimate.
Filmed.
Yep. We got a tripod set up facing the bed.
Not the first camera here.
Nope.
But thank you for having me on.
Glad I didn't bring
I'm
my
very,
black light.
I pulled up these. Have you ever looked? I thought this was like blood stains.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
It's not. It's like the down. I think it's like the feathers.
Oh, shit.
I was like, this is a bloody bed.
That looks like mucus sacs in there. Wow, I wish I
like
could. You guys aren't going to be able to see it.
It freaked me out this morning, and I got over it.
This has been a good vacation so far, though. I've enjoyed it. We've had some activity.
Yep. We have frisbee golf planned tomorrow. Disc golf, the more professionals say.
Yeah.
So it was a big topic.
Yeah, we were going to do this in a cabana upstairs, but those cost $125 to rent. So I'm sorry, Cory, I don't think you're that much of a get that we had the budget to shell out for a cabana.
No, I don't deserve a
Cabana wasn't in the budget.
No one deserves that cabana.
However, what was in the budget was a $400 hotel room that my mommy paid for. But that was all of the budget.
That's why we like her.
That's why. No, there's other reasons too.
And so many other things.
She didn't chip in. Didn't chip in for the cabana though. Doesn't love her sons, I guess. That would have been what, 75 each? No, that's less. 62.50 each.
We don't need a cabana. I don't
think we do need a cabana.
I have some topics.
Well, hold on.
Today.
Let's. I know you have some
Are
topics.
we still bantering?
Let's do some intro chit chat. Let's just get the flow going. We saw a guy. Let's talk about that fireman we saw. That was crazy.
Yeah, we saw homeless.
I've had so many New York interactions in Sarasota, Florida. We went to a New York deli. You got like corned beef or Reuben or something. There was a crazy homeless man on the street today.
The homeless guy.
Airbending. He was airbending. He was.
And he was trying to. The firefighter was trying to pick a fight with him. But yeah, there was a lot of jujitsu sounds coming out of him.
Is that what that was? Jujitsu?
He was pretty kind of ripped with belly tattoos.
I wouldn't call him ripped. I mean, he was wearing a winter jacket with it zipped open.
The homeless population.
Those guys, I mean, dude, you got to come to New York. Our homeless guys could destroy Sarasota's homeless guys.
People in Baltimore have a bit of a lean to them.
The ones who go to New York do it because they really want to make it as a homeless guy. They want to be homeless forever. Those are the true guys.
Are we sure we don't want like a topic?
No, we could have a topic. There was not a fire marshal. There was like a retired. I just think it's hilarious. I can tell it to Charles too. We can cut this, We can cut anything. I'm not going to release this at all.
I mean, I have a notes app prepared.
I know you have an agenda. So if you, you know what? Fair enough. I've been steering the ship for too long.
How are we doing it?
You, sir, are the guest of honor.
It's my second time.
It's your second time.
I'm a veteran.
You're not a veteran, but it is your second time. Because you see, a veteran would go with the flow, but you seem pretty.
I like to chop it up.
You want to chop it up? You seem pretty intent on staying with those questions. I did go to a little weed store before, and I don't know what they gave me.
Okay.
I got THCA.
Well, this is after I bought the vape aptly named the Budget. It's a pretty funny word for like a vape maker to like call their own product.
Yeah, I tried looking it up and I actually couldn't find it. It just gave me like rental cars.
I also had I was in Montreal recently and I got a nicotine one that was called the Vice.
The Vice.
Yeah. So now
they're really just
in tandem, the Budget with the Vice.
Hitting the nail on the head.
Pretty tasty stuff. The e-spliff.
Yeah, they're just describing like what this is to you and what you're limited by. Your vices and your budgets. Yeah, I think that's Delta 8. I don't know what that is because it does something, but then it goes away very quickly. And I haven't had like high brain this whole trip, but we've been ripping that most nights.
I think the Delta 8 was sold out. I think it's like HHC, which I had never heard of. And he was like, sure, it'll do it.
HHC?
HHR, the Honda HHR vape.
It's HGH? This is human growth hormone. If you're on a budget?
Yeah, it doesn't really say. It says it's watermelon Skittles with a Z. Oh, it is HHC.
HHC?
Yeah, specifically the watermelon Skittles.
Watermelon Skittles?
Yeah, Skittles with a Z. Skittles.
Yeah. I don't know. What does it do for you? What do you feel?
Makes me feel good.
Okay. All right. That might be the Vice. Are you sure you're not ripping the Vice?
I wish I had the Vice.
Was the Vice good?
We were sharing the Vice. It was
We
at
should,
a
we should
a bachelor party.
take
We had
the Vice to
I
Miami.
also had a bad cough, and that thing just became the cough stick. That thing was
Yeah.
getting passed around like a
This thing makes me
like a
cough
Tampa
and
Bay
sleepy.
hotel room. Yeah, I don't know.
Yep. People love passing around hotel rooms. Take my key. I want you to do nasty stuff in there, and then I'm going to sleep in it. That is funny that we have a tripod in a hotel
I don't
room.
like looking at the camera.
You don't have to look at the camera.
Spielberg.
It's hard, though, because when I look at you, I have to turn fully around.
The Spielberg, you shouldn't look at it. You gotta look past it,
Yes. Sometimes I'll put a little guy on there.
like a little like Lego man.
No, like a paper clip.
Lego man.
But I
would be
like
good.
to think of it as a person. And it like Clippy. I put Clippy up there, and that helps me. You're doing great.
What's your favorite connectable play toy? We saw some Kinects today.
Yeah, we saw a Ferris wheel made out of Kinects. That was awesome.
There's
Kinects were really fun, but I think Legos
There's
just
Legos? There's
Legos
sort of
is
like-
like the GIF, and then Kinects is like Skippy.
What about Hot Wheels?
Hot Wheels is Peter Pan. No, Hot Wheels is good, but Hot Wheels you don't. Oh, Hot Wheels tracks.
Yeah, that's in it.
Oh yeah, those were good.
Transformers.
That's a
kind
very
of?
limited one. That's a very specific one.
What about the trains, the wood trains?
Yeah, those were sick. I think
Pretty good.
Legos and Kinects you're building stuff.
Legos
The other
is
ones
the
you're
stuff.
building like transportation.
Legos is the
Infrastructure.
The one.
Legos
The
is
one,
yeah, it's the
one.
GIF.
Yeah.
It's the mainstream
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah.
winner. I meant peanut butter.
Good call. You're too
Yeah.
quick.
Too quick, I
for me.
guess. You've been you've been on a budget for too long, brother. You got
You want some? You want some budget?
No, no,
I see
no.
you looking at
I'm
it. You
alright.
actually can't keep those things on tables, or else you have to have them. You have to put them in drawers.
You gotta put them in your mouth if it's on a table. They seek to go in something. If it's not in a drawer, it's gonna find its way into your mouth.
It's phallic.
It's a real phallic image that I cannot resist. No, let's get into it. Let's get into your topics. I did just think it was very funny that there was a guy. So we're eating lunch, lovely lunch outside
Lovely lunch.
Sarasota, and then a guy does come by. Like, I think he's having a manic episode. He thinks he controls everything. He's like how Bruce Almighty would be acting if he didn't have powers. He's just, I'm sorry, I have to do this, and like apologizing to designing the fate of cars that were going past.
Well, I didn't notice him until the 25-year retired fireman started yelling at him, "I'm gonna drop you."
Yeah, I did notice him because he was yelling shit, and then people were turning around, and there was an air of nervousness because among this retiree community in Sarasota, just trying to enjoy a nice patio lunch.
Yeah.
Now there's a white man doing imaginary karate at me in the sidewalk, and so he's coming closer to the patio area, and then the firefighter, who we quickly learned was a firefighter, was like, "I've been a firefighter here for 25 years. If he starts something, I will drop him." And he was like so psyched to beat up this homeless
Yeah.
guy. He was so ready
He had the crowd.
to jump back in. He had the crowd
Let's
approval.
not diffuse the situation. Let's fucking kill this.
Let's
guy.
yeah. Let's hope he comes at me.
The waitress was nervous.
Everyone was nervous.
Server, excuse me.
It was a nervous situation, but it's funny because like him being there, I guess, did make people feel safe. Because he was like, "I've been a firefighter for 25 years. If he comes closer, I'll drop him." And then a guy at the table was like, "Oh, good." He was like thrilled, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
He was the first. He was our first line of defense, which I thought was.
Yeah, he was the pointy
Yeah.
stick.
He had to
Facing
get through
outwards.
the firefighter to get to the table.
Yeah, no, I mean he was not.
But
getting
that
through
said,
that
I
firefighter.
think the firefighter was revving the dude up, and then he had to jujitsu himself with breathing exercises.
Dude, that was
down
crazy.
To,
Yeah, he was
a
like,
manageable level.
which he was powering up.
He
started
yeah,
doing-
it
he
actually
started,
was-
like,
it was a power
If
up.
I want to describe it for the audio only,
Well, it was the Donkey Kong like swinging arm power up.
yeah, it was. But it looked like kind of locking in like wings, like
Yeah.
almost like a chest fly, but it's down.
It looks like it would be good for most people. Like I think it would give people some.
I bet this
like a
guy has
pre-interview-
amazing
a
circulation.
Pre-interview thing
Yes.
in the mirror.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ooh, lock in.
I think he evened the playing field. After
People
that,
were like, I don't know if this
We're like-
firefighter's enough.
yeah, we need the whole squad.
And then
Somebody get a ladder and a hose.
And then the restaurant called the police.
Yeah, they did call the police.
He
And this
just-
was
he
crazy.
Just,
Did you?
walked down the road. This guy had a great day, I think. So let's not feel too bad.
No, he's fine. I think
an active day.
this was he was
Maybe not a
social.
great day,
He's like, I talked to 5 people today.
Made some memories.
Did you hear what he was saying? When the
No.
firefighter was like, "Hey, get out of here, man. Get out of here." Just looking for attention. That's what the firefighter said. But the guy said, "I'll skin you, I'll fuck you and your mom, and I'll skin her." He was like saying he was going to
I
skin
didn't hear
people's
the
moms.
skinnings.
Yeah.
That's. I mean,
No, that was
props.
over the
That's
line.
kinda-
I'm like, you
it
drop him, dude. If
it
you gotta
is-
drop him, you drop him.
that's over the line, but you don't hear that a lot.
You don't hear.
Good for you.
You don't hear I'm gonna skin
for
and
you
fuck your
for-
mom every
yeah.
day.
Gonna
but
skin
I
you
did.
like a dead cat.
I heard it. Probably still alive if this guy gets a hold of a cat.
All right.
But so in the police call, the hostess, who's wearing a lovely dress for 4 p.m. was kind of overdressed.
This is all a pretty good event to watch with a big glass of Chardonnay.
Yeah, I had a high noon. I was some sweet potato fries. I was chilling. But the hostess
We
lady
had just talked about how
called the
I was upset because we skipped our disc golf.
we will get back to that.
but let's not.
One
Let's not
topic
get
at a
into it
time.
again. Let's not get into it.
We don't have to get into it. So one topic at a time. That's the key with the podcasts.
What if people like the frazzle brain?
They do, but it's fine. Fair enough. You can interject to be whoever you want to be.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. So the hostess lady's calling is calling. Shut up. The hostess. You're so annoying. The hostess lady calls the police and she's like, "Yeah, there's a guy here." And I heard the manager guy who was going over to tables and being like, "How was everything?" lean over and be like, "Tell him about the skinning. Tell him about this fucking
That is
and
good
the
gossip.
skinning."
I'm glad you just told me. About
I
it, 'cause
know.
that's a huge
I don't think anyone
detail.
heard that except me and Ladder 42
No,
over
the
there.
skinning is serious.
Skinning's
I was
bad.
kind of joking around until. Yeah, I wish I had known.
No,
that.
the homeless guy did have like who knows, he might have a home. We're just assuming he's homeless. He could just be a crazy guy. And then Monday he goes and clocks in.
Did you see the other dude doing like footwork exercises in his? It wasn't like cigarette smoke, but maybe it was
like
I don't know.
incense or
He was
something.
in the cloud on
Yeah,
the,
I
on
saw
the
that.
curb, just like doing some. It's like planking exercises, but like
He was at the
it's
top
like
of-
the bike machine.
Yeah.
but yeah.
He was at the top of K2 in his mind though.
Oh, this relates to one of my topics on my notes app.
Hit me.
So overall, I thought a great topic.
Overshadowed
Yeah.
is what the podcast.
Yeah, I know. I thought a great topic list for the Overshadowed podcast would be things that are overshadowed. I thought that was pretty clever of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you did the same thing in the first
One of them on
appearance.
this list, I don't know about that,
Okay.
is overpasses.
Overpasses.
Yeah.
What overshadows
Thus,
the overpass?
the link to homelessness. But I was thinking, what else could you... Okay, so we all know overpasses
Sure.
as being the ones to overshadow many times homeless encampments.
Yeah.
It's a dry spot, kind of a what's the word? Reclusive area.
A refuge, a cloister.
Some temps are going to go up. What are the other things we could use these overpasses for? Paintball course. I thought that would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I think most things could be a paintball course, though.
Yeah, most
like
I do.
hotels, streets.
That's kind of how I view the world.
Overpasses.
Is what would be a good
All pretty
paintball
good.
course. I'm like, yeah, this hotel's pretty nice, but kind of a bad paintball course.
You could
Can't really hide behind a lot of stuff.
You could put a market down there. There's the farmers
Yeah, a
market
bazaar.
in Baltimore is under an overpass.
I like
it's very
that.
scenic.
Under the over.
Great place to buy
Is
strawberries.
that what it's called? Under the over?
I believe it's just called the Baltimore Farmers Market.
Oh, okay.
Actually, people just say it's like the one under the overpass.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like the overpass being overshadowed.
I'm just going to start reading now. I also
Yeah, you can
have
go.
Groundhog Day. That's
Yep.
just like related to shadows, really. Happened recently.
Oh, is this all stuff that casts shadows?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, interesting. So you're covering the antagonist of the podcast, which is the shadow casting.
Yeah.
You're covering that which casts shadow. Okay, interesting.
Well, it's more just related to shadows, really.
Okay.
I also have the idea of big sky country and how clouds look different in different places.
Mm-hmm. You brought a lot of shadow stuff.
Let's take a pause here and let's get back to Groundhog Day because
Yeah.
4 more weeks of winter
Mm-hmm.
and groundhogs in general, kind of fun animals that I think don't get enough credit compared to like the gopher. Thus, also overshadowed.
Thus, wow, I like that you came with college man sentences here. Therefore, do you think they're overshadowed with respect
Compared
to gophers?
people love gophers.
No, people hate gophers. That was Bill Murray's
Well,
mortal
but
enemy.
They get like a lot of attention.
They do.
Where like groundhogs, they get the one day.
They get the day. They
Hey,
get the
Zach,
movie about
hey,
the
Zach,
day.
when's Groundhog Day?
I don't know. I don't
Exactly.
honestly know what it is and where
Right?
where it is and why it is.
Do you know what happened? I think I might have spilled the beans.
I think yes, Puxatawny Phil.
Nice.
What is that? Rhode Island,
I think it's Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not someone who knows that.
What if you get an email being like, it's not in Pennsylvania?
Yeah. Well, no one's emailing me. I wish. Email me, guys.
Yeah,
Whatever
come
you
on.
have to say. Overshadowedpod@gmail.com. It's unbelievable how few emails I get from you fucks.
Puxatawny Phil.
Puxatawny
I think
Phil,
saw
he comes
I
out,
think he overshadowed.
He says
I
if
think
he
he
sees a
overshadowed.
shadow, he's gay, and there's 4 more weeks of winter. And if he doesn't see a shadow, then he has to get out of that hole and start finding another one to get to climb into. Yeah, if he sees a shadow, there's more winter. That's it.
If he's scared by it.
If he's scared of it.
Yeah.
Groundhog Day
believe
relates
is
to his
like-
emotional
I believe
state.
it's like every time he sees it.
Ugh.
But yeah, I think we got that.
What if over time he just becomes scared in kind of a more subtle way?
Also, just being a ground mammal, it kind of naturally implies that he's in the shadows a lot.
Well, he's only in shadow. So maybe he's
Yeah,
scared by the
just
light.
like Bane.
Yes. It's going to be cold. That was more
So
Darth
I
Vader.
got a lot more of these.
I like the ground. Let's stay on the groundhog. I like the Groundhog Day.
We don't want to talk about how clouds look different in different places.
Buddy. We got a whole hour, okay? And we do it. We got to end at 9:30, so we got to make sure. I might have to take a look at this list to prioritize because Corey's got a Survivor. What is it?
I got a Survivor draft.
He's got a
It's
Survivor.
like a fantasy draft.
Oh,
but
this
for
is a
Survivor.
draft. I thought this was just
Survivor characters. I believe it's season 46.
Yeah.
It is because last one was 45. It's a big show. CBS. Ever heard of it?
Wow, is this our 40? No, this is our 47th episode. So we were actually one ahead of Survivor.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the longest running
it's- hey, wow.
franchises
And it's
and Survivor.
with the veteran.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, and with the veteran of the pod.
How many other guests have you had?
We've had Nathan and Nick. We don't need to go over the guest list.
Okay, fair.
Groundhog Day, if he sees a shadow. Yeah, what if he sees a shadow and he just shits himself and they're like, that's fear. And they're like, no, just didn't want to shit in his own home.
Do you think he has a
Autism?
toilet tunnel in there?
A toilet tunnel. Yeah, I would assume that they have a latrine. Yeah.
I bet it's kind of a complex.
What is a latrine? Is it a big trench? Oh, you think it's like
everybody's got a bathroom.
like an airport bathroom, like tons of stalls
know.
and tons of space,
You
and
would
like
hope he's not just shitting in his tunnel.
a sign at the end that asks if you were satisfied.
It's like
with groundhog
They had
faces.
like underground homes in Kansas. I think it was a big thing in like 2004,
They had a network of tunnels.
and they were just people were just digging holes and living in them. A
Wow,
lot of skylights, I think,
interesting.
because it's underground.
Yeah, didn't know groundhogs were
Also
Hasidic.
overshadowed.
Yeah,
I might look into some groundhog architecture.
groundhog. I might get
Today.
me into some groundhog architecture.
I got a fat tongue.
You got a fat tongue?
Yeah,
Have people told you that?
I mumble a lot.
Do you think it's because of your
Runs in the
fat
family.
tongue? Your thick
I
tongue?
can't like do tongue tricks. Some people can do tongue tricks. I can't really do those.
With like what, tech decks?
All right.
Oh, come on. That's a good bit. You don't want to riff on that for 4 or 5 minutes? God damn it, dude. You're nothing like me.
Dude, I don't think you have an agenda going. I think I'm running the show right now.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm here to
It's nice. You're
supply
on
the
vacation.
comedy
You're on
fuel.
vacation.
I got my legs up
Yeah.
on your bed with my shoes on.
Yeah, okay. Let the little brother show. Little brother show.
Little brother show. All right,
Um,
Corey, tell me what you want to talk about next. I am going to let you run the show. You're in the bed.
Love it.
You're
Love
the
it.
one in the bed. I'm just a lowly servant in
I
a
have
chair.
written on my notes app that Discovery Channel and Manly Adventures are those overshadowed. But that was the first note.
Those are things we love.
Yeah.
Those are both things that we like.
It was just sort of a revelation for me that is the MO of the Discovery Channel.
What?
Showing Manly Adventures. Deadliest Catch, Mythbusters, just blowing up things, Bigfoot tracking last night.
Was
Now,
that
was
Discovery?
the Travel Channel. I
Yeah.
think that's an affiliate, though.
I
But
think
I'm
you're
not
right.
sure.
No, Discovery
sure.
Communications, I think, has
Yeah.
a bunch of those. Yeah, you had a funny point when we were watching the Bigfoot thing of like, what if they've discovered Bigfoot, but nobody knows because no one watches the Travel Channel. They have like a huge expose, like a 2-hour long, like Bigfoot, who he is, where he comes from, his religion,
Even if they
coming up at
literally-
9.
They literally could film them, but if they don't like capture them, people are just gonna be like, "Well, they just put someone in a Bigfoot suit." It's gonna be the whole Bigfoot argument that's been happening for decades.
I think if they got good footage, no, but you can make, those orcs
Right?
look real in Lord of the Rings.
like Bigfoot, if he's out there, He's played a great game.
Yeah, that was the best. When a guy, there was a clump of Bigfoot, I don't know, shit
Just a
and
clump of
hair.
meat. Yeah.
Clump of
It looked
shitty meat
pretty
hair.
Bigfooty.
It looked kind of weird. It did look a little odd. I've never seen something like that before. So they did a good job there in the makeup department. But he went back the next day, and that clump was gone. And he was like, if Bigfoot came back and he took this clump, that we've been outmaneuvered. I'm like, man, this is like his great white whale. And they thought they found white fur, so they're like, I think we are actually looking for a Yeti.
And then the
It's
guy
fun. They
was
have to
like-
keep raising the stakes. They're like, it's actually the Loch Ness monster.
The dude actually mansplained Yeti to the woman.
He did.
She said, I think we're looking for a Yeti. And then he said, you mean the Yeti, the Himalayan monster?
Yeah.
And they're in like fucking Canada.
Yeah.
So he was like, look, try not to be so stupid and think there's a Yeti out here.
Yeah.
Like clearly it's Bigfoot.
The Yeti lives in the Himalayas. What are you going to say? What, we're going to find a Santa in these woods?
Don't be ridiculous.
He lives in the North Pole. There's one of those guys, and I know where he lives. I have his business card. He sends me a Christmas card. He did mansplain Yeti. That lady knew her stuff. Like, she seemed like
Yeah,
a
she's
pretty
on the
informed
Bigfoot show.
biologist.
She's clearly
No, everybody on TV doesn't
a
know
leader
stuff.
in her field.
Yeah, she is a leader in her field. It was funny, the people who were on the documentary and how intense they were.
Well, they had the bear hunters too. I bet they were hoping, like, I fucking think we should get this thing. Like, wouldn't it be sick if you're the bear hunter?
Oh, they're probably
They had the
planning on
bear
shooting that
hunters
thing.
protecting the Bigfoot people. And you
From
know
bears.
You know they're hoping though. They'll,
Yeah.
they'll,
Yeah,
hear-
they're hoping
hear a
they
whoop or
discover
something.
Bigfoot and they get him right between the eyes, and you'd be set for life.
To bring it back here, I actually think Bigfoot is very well lit as a. How would you categorize him? He's a mythological creature.
Well lit.
Or,
You're really keeping on the the lighting theme, and I like it.
Yeah,
I think it's
this is
good.
the topic of my show.
I think it's good. Your
Do you
show.
want to talk about sundials?
is
That's
lighting.
also on my list.
Okay. No, let's stay on Bigfoot. This is good stuff with Bigfoot. Let's switch to sundials at 9.
Who doesn't want to talk about
Sundials at 9,
sundials for
everybody.
now?
7 minutes from now, we'll talk about sundials. I think sundials at 9.
Okay.
That's gonna keep them around. You don't want to miss sundials.
That was kind of a throwaway category. But I thought it was-
Well, you better come up with something because we got sundials at 9. No, but that hunter, you're probably right. Because also, do you think that there were people like environmental advocates in the village who were so pissed at these people who had to hire bear hunters to go and look for like an imaginary creature, and they're just going to kill bears?
I'm like
in the hunt for Bigfoot?
professionally an environmental advocate, and I love this shit. I love the Bigfoot story. So
Yeah, well, do you want to talk about it? Actually, I'd like to talk about this. Last time you were on, your life has changed. You lived in a
my
boat.
life has changed.
You were working for British and American Tobacco in London.
Sure. Got me on the budgets
Got you on the budgets.
and the vices.
And the vices. Do you get any free shit from that? I think we talked
They
about that.
gave me free vapes and like Zyn pouches. It's like a Zyn competitor called Velo. Velo like hello Velo. That's what they told us.
Yikes.
And they were Zyns over here are like 5 milligrams max. I think they gave us 15s at the Birmingham
Holy
sales
shit.
conference.
How'd that make you feel?
I was dizzy in the
Like
shower.
a god. No, probably like you were about to shit
I was
yourself.
dizzy in that shower.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hot shower? You could have fainted. I've taken a 3, and I'm like, I feel like I'm on cocaine.
yeah, it was a lot.
It's too much.
It was a lot. It's a spicy meatball.
Whew.
And then, quit that job, was on the boat, DIY'd the boat, and then sold that to a Canadian. Moved back home to Maryland. I've been living in Maryland for a year now in Baltimore. Beautiful Baltimore. The benches, they have decrepit benches in Baltimore that say, Baltimore, the greatest city in the world.
That you can't sit on.
People sit on them.
They've become art pieces just because they're
so
so in
old,
disrepair.
they actually don't have the homeless infrastructure, the anti-homeless, like the
because they
guardrails, like, in the middle of
themselves
the
are
bench.
anti-homeless.
Well, no, back in
infrastructure.
like the 80s, it was just like benches were benches. And then they were like, people are sleeping on these things.
You remember when men were men and benches were
Yeah,
benches? They didn't have all these weird spikes coming out. Have you seen that? I've seen this video a few times of like you have to pay 50 cents for spikes to retract in this bench.
It's crazy.
I think it was like a prototype designed as like, what if we could use this to keep homeless people off benches? And they're like, that looks too medieval.
We love talking about the homeless.
I mean, it's a problem, and we love tackling the problems.
Unhoused. Unhoused, I believe
Homeless.
they're called now.
Nope, less one home.
I don't endorse the spike benches. I think that's a bad idea.
All right, we're podding, Mom.
Get out of here, Mom.
Mom, get out. We're podcasting. She actually did this. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. I didn't know you were podcasting. Please don't speak ill of the family.
Probably the best thing to walk into when the camera is set up in front of two beds.
Yes, and also we're not in Tampa. You said we're in Sarasota.
People know Tampa. People know.
Oh, they don't know
Tampa.
Sarasota. Well, we're trying to put it on the map. Come on, it's in the shadow.
It's nice.
Scooch out from under the overpass and
Nice.
take in some sunshine.
Nice.
We got 2 minutes until sundial at 9.
Other shadowed things.
Wait. I had something.
People want to hear about the shadows.
This is the secret, I think, with a podcast, is you got to come with a few topics, but then just wherever that takes you, just talk. That's what I've learned. I think that's the secret. But then once you dry out of stuff, then you can go back.
But I'm the curveball episode.
You are yep. Corey's a curveball.
And people like seeing behind the curtain a little bit. And I'm ruffling your feathers.
You are.
And people might like that.
You're in my coop.
Yeah.
And you're getting under my wings, and you're ruffling me up. And I think people will like it, but I certainly don't.
Well. Sundials.
Yeah, tell me. Nope, we still got 2 minutes till sundials and I still have some say in this show.
Okay.
Would you like people to call you Curveball Corey? Would you like to be known as Curveball Corey? I like that name for you.
Yeah,
you should try to start
from the
that.
Shadies. I think that's what we decided the viewers were called.
Oh, God.
Last episode.
Yeah, episode 6.
The Shadies can call me Curveball Corey.
Yeah. The Shades. How about the Shades?
Sure.
That's so gay. I hate the Shades. All right, we got 1 minute. Let's start the countdown for Sunday. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait for the 30-minute segment.
Is there a specific
you have
reason why you're
prepared.
timing all this shit that feels a little possessive?
Controlling.
Yes.
There it is. Sunday. Hit me. Gee, it's your time now. I had an answer, but it's your time.
Sundials. How do they do it? Well, there's also like daylight savings time. So, yeah, it wasn't like a marquee item. It was the second to last.
What is your question? How does a sundial work, or
It's
how
an
do people sell
overshadowed
sundials?
object, and I thought we could riff on.
We're doing it
sundials.
right now, man. We're in the riff. You don't need to tell me the thought
Have you thought about
process.
daylight savings with a sundial? Because they're usually pretty set in stone, literally.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
He's fire burning on the dance floor. That was good stuff.
Don't make it weird.
I didn't move. Okay, you're the one in the bed. You're the one who told me to film it. Take my
I
pants
didn't tell
off.
you to film it.
You told me all that
I
stuff.
can't look at the camera.
You don't need to.
Sundials.
So
Let's
how
just
do they
say the word over
How do they
and
do
over
it?
again.
How do they do it? You know what word actually
It
looks
is impressive, though.
What's it? Is it? Isn't it just shadow?
Well, yeah. That's
Yeah, but
why
I
it's
don't know how the
impressive.
angles. Yeah, you're right.
It's like a shadow clock. It's a shadow clock.
Mm-hmm.
Overshadowed.
I understand and appreciate why you have brought it to the episode. You don't have to justify it anymore.
I think we have a different strategy on topics where I am more like a cluster bomb and trying to get some hits going.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to like precision missile the what's the COD one where you're in the camera? Predator missile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you're going precision target.
You're chopper gunner.
Let's delve in.
Okay.
Which is I guess is what the show is because there's usually one topic.
Right.
But
there's a lot of delving.
I feel like there's a lot of opportunity here to cover a lot of overshadowed.
A lot of ground.
A lot of overshadowed.
All right, I'm just going to let you go. All right, it is
we might
9:01. Sundial at 9 is over. Coming up at 9:02. What do we got, Corey?
Like, what if we hit 20 topics today?
We could hit 20. I'm going to say we could stretch for 25.
That'd be sweet.
That would be
it's
great.
Like, they're not people, so I don't think we're going to cover. Like,
all right, so starting from the bottom, because all these
Groundhog's opportunity to get some light shed on it.
You're right. You're right, and hopefully not be scared.
There was
and
that
maybe
light.
Come out from the tunnel and live amongst the surface dwellers.
I should. I'm imagining it doesn't sound great when I talk over you.
Yeah, but I can cut it, so it's okay. Like I can cut your
got
track.
The 2 mics.
Yes, dude. I'm a professional.
Wow, you're a professional. Should I get into the big topic now or leave it for the?
Oh, we
finale?
got a big topic. Yeah, I think we got.
It's the April 8th, 2024 total solar eclipse. Totality.
Let me
totality.
Get
it's the most overshadowed
Pause. Let me get a clean read. You had a fat tongue.
The biggest.
Your tongue was gorged with
right.
blood. Okay.
I had a fat tongue.
And
Action. Thank you. Give me the point. The big topic today is the 2020.
No, it's hard, dude. I know. We've had to redo a lot of intros. Listen.
The big topic today.
Yeah.
Let's fucking be serious.
Let's do it. Stop laughing.
It's the 2024 April 8th total solar eclipse.
Total solar eclipse.
Totality. Celestial alignment. It's the biggest shadow.
The Titans are coming out of Tartarus.
It's literally the biggest shadow known to mankind.
Dude, This is the perfect topic for the podcast. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're in the bed with me.
I don't know if you're joking. It's
No.
biggest shadow man can experience.
That's pretty sweet. When you say it like that, I want to stay in the Airbnb in Lake Placid now. I know it's filling up, and I know it might fill up, but I do want to take this opportunity to reserve a spot.
It's
no money down, no
overshadowed
commitment.
people. We're on it.
Yeah.
We're talking 4 minutes of totality.
What are you gonna
I don't know
do?
if you know the terms.
No, tell me the terms.
Totality is, you know what totality means.
Yeah.
It's the
Full coverage.
It's the full whole.
Uh-huh.
It's the full whole.
Full hole.
The birds
The
get
complete
quiet.
whole.
The birds start singing. The birds don't know what to do.
Oh shit. Okay.
We're talking. I read an article. 1 trillion in economic impact for the United States.
What? Why?
1 trillion. People love it.
Oh, tourism.
People are spending.
Okay, I thought
people are spending for that.
I thought businesses were
for that
hemorrhaging money
totality.
during the 4
Well,
minutes
the
of total darkness.
The path is frankly incredible for this one. So in 2017, we had an eclipse.
Here, keep going.
People knew it. I'm sure you were aware of something going on in 2017 if you were with a pulse. It went. I don't know where it was on the West Coast. I think like Portland, Oregon, which feels a little cloudy, and I'm a little worried about that for 2024. I then went from Portland, Oregon. I was in Kentucky for it. Fucking great time.
Yeah.
And then it went, I think, through Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
Great path for
That's
the 2017 eclipse.
okay.
And that was in August. This one's in April 8th. April 8th. I'm going to say the date again because get yourself outside in the path. It's
Find
going
yourself in the
from
path.
Texas to Montreal. So I believe it's going through like Houston, a lot like St. Louis. I think Cleveland's getting some spotlight.
Whoa! It's going vertically over the U.S.
Spotlight or lack thereof.
Straight up.
That was another great light joke.
That was great.
Yep.
I didn't miss it. I know. Sometimes the listener that they're listening to their own thing, so they're hearing you.
Yeah.
Curveball, Cory.
Yeah, it's going it's going through Ohio. I'm gonna be in Lake Placid, New York for it. That said, a little worried about the cloud cover in early April.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a nightmare scenario.
What are the mountain
Just
ranges
cloudy
like?
day. So we're on like an open field, and we got 300 acres in New York. So I think worst case we're just gonna be running in fields.
Wait.
We're gonna be running in fields.
What do you mean we have? You rented acres?
We rented a ranch.
Oh, so the Airbnb you're staying at contains
300 acre property.
300. That's amazing. How much was this?
Me and Phil split it for like 4,000 total.
Whoa!
For 4 days, I think.
How many people are filling it up?
I think so. I've we're kind of promoting the event at this point. So
Yeah.
Hey world.
You want to stay
But
with
the
my
guest
brother?
list that
April
said
8th, Lake
it's
Placid.
an exclusive list.
Overshadowedpod@gmail.com.
It's an exclusive list.
Well, you
Lines
can
to get
still send applications
yeah.
to overshadowedpod@gmail.com
Good plug.
for my email.
Yeah, it's
That is
looking-
exciting.
looking
So
like
it's going
8 to 10
Texas
people.
to Montreal. That is a great path.
It's a great path.
That's a great path.
But I think the cloudlessness, like no clouds, it's probably likely going to be in Texas, or they're just south.
You're saying the best viewing will be Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why I asked about the mountains, and I don't know much about anything, but you're in a flat area.
Yep.
Are you surrounded by mountains? Because I feel like
I believe the mountains are on one side of
water
the horizon.
doesn't water
there's
bunch up at mountains? It gets all cloudy, and it bunches. And
Yeah,
am I right about that?
It could be cloudy.
Show me a pic. Do you have a picture of the water cycle on your phone? I know you work for the DNR. Is that your background? Is your background a picture of the water cycle?
This one's like my personal one. I use the
What is
personal filters. It's a pot shop in Amsterdam.
that? Oh, it's a
But
coffee shop.
on my normal, this is like all my work notifications are off. Back to the eclipse and,
Back to the
and
eclipse.
cloud cover. I had
Cloud
a
cover.
pretty great segue in my head. I just didn't say it. We were talking about clouds. I was wondering what your favorite cloud was. Do you remember the clouds?
I really don't. Could you hit me with some?
Every elementary school student learns it.
Well, it's
It
been
feels
a long.
like it.
I
I
am
don't
not
know.
smarter
I learned
than those
it.
kids.
I think I only remember 2.
Those kids
maybe
are
3.
sharp.
There's cumulus,
Yeah.
cumulonimbus,
Those are 2 different ones.
and stratus.
Yep, you
And
got all the ones I got.
I think there's another one.
There's one that's
Cumulus is the happy cumulonimbus.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're talking about this because they cast shadows, just to be clear.
Yep, there is a reason.
Yep. And
You may be thinking, why are they talking about this?
it's correct. It's correct.
Well, we're right to talk about it.
And then the cumulonimbus, they get too wet, and they got to rain.
They have to rain. They can't not rain.
And then stratus, I don't really get them too much. I know they go high up in the air.
Yeah,
and
they're
they,
loners.
They kind of cast less of a shadow. or it's more of a. I think there's like haze too, but I think that's different.
Yes.
But stratus, they are. We all know what I'm talking
You're
about.
coming off as very autistic.
I mean, there's a little.
Let's go through all the clouds. So what clouds do we know, and what do they do, and why are they clouds?
It's an educational show, isn't that?
Well, it's more comedy, but it is you do learn stuff. I don't think anyone...
Again.
I mean, you're struggling to get to 4 types of clouds. So I don't know how much you're teaching people
Well,
about
I'm just
clouds.
going off the top of the noggin here.
I know you're going top of noggin.
So
That's
I think
what
it could
podcasting's
be
all
relatable
about.
to people because they're like, I don't know that 4th cloud.
They're
either.
like,
I'm gonna
wow,
look it up.
he's going as fast as I
Research,
could go.
You know what that's called? Citizen science.
Citizen science. We don't have to talk about clouds, but I did want to talk about the eclipse more. Tell me more eclipse terms. Oh, I had a question. What are you going to do for the totality?
Well, we're tie-dye T-shirts.
Okay. When do you kill the kids? If you have tie-dye T-shirts for them, when do you kill them?
It's a pretty
You're gonna
Grateful
be doing some,
Dead hippie atmosphere, I would say. At least it was in Kentucky. Well, there was also like rednecks and like, fuck yeah, America, look at that eclipse.
Look straight at it for 4 minutes.
Oh, you got to take the glasses off. I think Trump took his glasses off.
Of course he
during the
did.
eclipse.
He had to see the truth. He's the only one who's not scared of the truth.
I mean, I did it too.
It's not that bright.
Gotta take a peek. You shouldn't do it. I think it's potentially very bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. But you can.
How long do you think Trump looked at it?
It's crazy to go more than like 4 seconds. It feels like it's gonna like Medusa.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably would Medusa you, dude. That's like looking into one of her snakes. Or do you look at her? I think you look at her.
You look at
eyes.
her eyes.
So the snakes are just like an added fear thing. Of like I make you blind, and also
I think
have
it makes
hair
people
snakes.
want to look at her.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's like
It's a lot. It's like, well, what the fuck is it? Look
I
over
gotta
here.
take a peek at this.
It's like
Yeah.
doing this.
And
Yeah,
maybe
you're like
the snakes catch your eye, and then you like you can't stay away from the main
the
eyes.
snakes are waving.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think she has a sad story. I just watched the Percy Jackson show.
Oh
on
yeah,
Disney
does it
Plus
paint Medusa as a
do that.
tragic figure?
thing where people talk about the shows they watch.
Yeah, no, tell me.
It's good. Compares well to like Harry Potter, where
Yeah.
it's like childhood
That's what it
hero
seemed like.
show.
Yeah,
Um,
through magic.
but yeah, I think Medusa was like a I think she was somewhat of a rape victim, or
Somewhat.
at the least, like a
Not talking totality. here.
discarded mistress.
Okay. Brutal still.
And then that was like a punishment that she got.
Snakes for hair?
She couldn't look into people's eyes anymore.
Whoa. Too much eye contact.
It was like a punishment for Medusa, I think.
Damn.
Which
That's
makes
like the
sense.
Midas
Kinda
touch.
sucks.
Yeah, that's a curse for
Yeah.
sure. I wonder why they gave her that punishment though, because sometimes the punishment fits the crime,
I believe it.
and it's like she was staring at
I think it was Artemis.
the guy too.
I think it was Artemis. Man, it could have been Athena.
Athena she
One
was
of those
Athena's
gods.
mistress?
One of those gods got pissed off by Medusa, who I think was a human and fucked a god or a demigod or someone important, and then they got jealous and cursed her.
Oh, so Medusa boinked someone. A god blinded her.
Yeah.
Who was that god?
This is another just
Who's that?
top of the head, not researched.
No, that's fine. I'm just trying to think of.
I'm
who's-
Charles today.
Artemis is you are. Yeah, you're the you're the fool. You're the knave. I'm sorry, Charles. I respect you somewhat. And there
fat tongue.
mine's not fat tongue, but it is something. I don't have fat tongue, but I do
Stupid
have a
tongue.
curse. Stupid mouth.
Gay tongue.
Dumb hole. Oh, dumb hole. Dumb teeth hole.
This is. We're back. We're back.
We're back, baby. It's so funny when you listen back and you think you know when you're being the funniest, and sometimes you don't. You're like, we're back, and it's like, you've been saying nonsense for a minute. You were funny like 2 minutes ago when you were just telling a story like a normal person. So you're going to be on acid, mushroom, some kind of
there's gonna be some
hallucinogen.
hallucinogens.
And so during the eclipse,
But you don't have to do that. You could have a nice Christian eclipse.
you don't have to do that, and you could have a nice Christian eclipse on acid.
You could have a Jewish eclipse.
You could have a Muslim eclipse.
For sure. I actually think
Yeah,
it probably
actually,
made
no, you're
people
not allowed.
pretty religious in the history of the world.
Oh yeah.
Like, this was definitely a big day for the preachers. Like, did you see that shit? Like,
Yeah.
come on.
God
This
has
is
sent
working.
us a sign.
This is working, guys.
Yeah. I think they would think of it as a warning of God. God is like, hey guys, you better shape up, or I'm gonna make it black forever.
Yeah.
Totality forever.
It depends on the day. So you're having a bad day, it's probably a bad thing. If you're having a good day, it's like, whoa, that was crazy.
If you saw just a huge black thing block out the sun, no, you'd think it's
Well,
a
you can
giant
also,
beast
like,
coming at
you
you.
can kind of see the moon. Like, oh my god, the moon. It's like
You can see
it's
the moon.
like it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. What's gonna happen?
It's like when you watch two ships go in front of each other, and you're always like, I hope those ships hit.
This is embarrassing. I forgot what an eclipse was, so I forgot that it was the moon.
That's
covering
actually
the
good.
sun.
That's a good thing to bring up.
Thank you.
This is a solar eclipse, which is when the moon goes in front of the sun from Earth's perspective.
Yeah,
so
between the Earth
moon's
and the
in
sun.
the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Monkey in the middle.
Still good, but like 1/100th of as cool. The moon turns red. It's pretty cool. Is when the Earth is in the middle, right? Yes, the Earth is in the
That would
middle,
be a lunar
and
eclipse.
the sun, the Earth's like shadow is on the
Casting it on the moon.
moon, and the moon turns red and kind of like
Yeah, spooky.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but it's not quite the same. Also, you need to be in totality.
Woo.
You need to be in totality.
Ooh, man.
Don't think you're getting the full show if you're like 20 miles away from the map. If you haven't pulled it up, I've been looking at this map a lot with the totality path. You got to get in the path.
When you said pretty good, I was like, whew, my spectrometer is ringing.
Yeah, it's in the family.
I'm
dude.
kidding. What do you mean it's in the family? Who's autistic?
Have you talked to the Russells?
Come on. No, we're fun.
We are fun.
We're fun. That's
It's not
all
a
it
bad
is.
thing.
No, I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm just making fun.
I just
of
like puzzles.
you. Love puzzles. Yeah, we do love puzzles. God, fuck. Shit. You're right. Do you have a puzzle on you right now?
I've also been having the budget, so
Yeah, you've been budgeting. You've been
Relax.
budgeting unwisely,
Relax,
I think.
bro.
So I have a topic, but what else do we got about the eclipse? So it's only one day, but
Well, do you want to hear about my eclipse or the eclipse?
sure. Your previous eclipse? Was it? Okay, here's a question.
That was cool. The T-shirts. In 2017.
Don't tell me about the merch. Tell me about the experience.
Well, part of the experience was like we were trading T-shirts
Then
for
sell me the
venison
shirts.
sandwiches for the eclipse. Because I think if you do see an eclipse, you're like, that is worth a T-shirt. So it's a good sales opportunity.
Yeah.
So that said, we each lost $50 trying to sell about $400 worth of T-shirts. Part of that was we were shut down by the local Kentucky police. I believe it was
Yeah.
the Hopkinsville City Police.
You didn't have a permit?
Didn't have a permit to sell T-shirts.
Come on,
And
man.
It's,
It's the
I thought this
eclipse.
was
Free country.
we're in Kentucky, and I need a permit to sell
Yeah.
a piece of cotton. But they were pretty cool T-shirts, pretty high demand. We were actually slinging them. People still wanted the T-shirts when we had.
They
to
are
go,
cool
We had to
T-shirts.
go underground.
I forgot you made those.
More shirts are coming.
Yeah, nice. How many?
And now they're gonna get tie-dyed.
Oh, cool,
So the
okay.
last ones were black because eclipse, overshadowed. Now
Neither
they're
same.
gonna be tie-dyed just to switch it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace the. It feels a little Woodstocky up there.
Little Woodstocky.
Something's
It's
in
gonna
the
be.
air.
Do you
Something's
think
in
you're
the
gonna
air.
run into the same problems with the permits? I don't think so.
No, I think we're
I think you're free on the
I'm
ranch. You
also
can set up a
assuming-
little Last of Us perimeter.
Yeah, I'm assuming most places where this is happening are going to have somewhat of a festival experience. Like I'm sure Lake Placid, the city, is having.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Burlington, Vermont, I am positive will be like off its ass partying for the moon sun event.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the festival like environment. Did you meet anyone last time? Any chickadees? Any cool bros?
In Kentucky.
Yeah.
We were camping in a trailer park. So that was a fun.
All right, so a
we
few
met
families.
some fun people.
Yeah,
We
sure.
traded. Some guy gave us some venison sandwiches, homemade. We were like the northern kids.
Thought
Like,
you were
oh
gonna
my
say
god,
meth.
look at these dudes in town. Like they're here for the
Look at
sun.
these Yanks.
They're here for that sun thing today.
That's funny.
And then we rented a John boat, like a 14-foot aluminum boat, and
Y'all gonna do affirmations in front of the sun?
we
Y'all kids
sort
are
of
fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
that was the plan.
we took the John boat on a lake, sat on a log. We were really high on mushrooms at the time,
Yeah.
and watched the moon go in front of the sun. And then right afterwards, the big lake in Kentucky, just all the pontoon boats, the horns started blaring, people started water skiing.
Whoa.
It's like, oh yeah,
Start the races, baby.
it was a great moment for the people.
That's cool. What time of day was it?
I think it was like 2 p.m.
Oh, cool. That's fun.
Yeah, it's a daytime thing. They factored that in.
Yeah. That'll be fun. Oh, here's my question in the last. Ooh, we only got 6 minutes. All right, you're gonna be 2 minutes late to your call.
That's fine.
Maybe 15. I'm kidding. But so this relates to what I keep joking about with autism is you have so I lose things constantly. I'm messy, whatever. I try not to lose things now. I'm trying to get better about it. I have air tags. I'm trying to put air tags in every single thing I own. I'm going to put one in each shoe. You once said to me that you think we have a similar thing going on.
Oh yeah.
To use your words, but we deal with it differently. So I'd like you to elaborate on that.
I don't know if we deal with it differently because I don't think we have tons of control over it. But I think it's expressed differently.
Sure.
I don't think it's I don't think it's autism. I think we have some slight OCD stuff.
Stuff.
I think yours occurs more mentally with like things like you have trouble focusing. Like one thing takes your it might be ADD or ADHD. I mean it's happening right now.
I'm kidding.
Like I've always thought you're messy, and you are messy.
Yes.
Because you just can't remember, like your mind goes on to a different thing too fast.
That is true.
And you don't remember to like put the thing away because you're not even like
it's not even
like in your consciousness.
No, it never even entered.
No.
I just put it down. And it's gone forever.
And then I might be the opposite where I can't do things unless things are put away because I'm always distracted. This could be I should probably see a therapist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, this is the start.
Well, here we are. You
send them this podcast. I think they'll learn a lot.
Like I get distracted by things easily, which is
Let's
probably
name the clouds.
ADHD.
I don't know what the age.
But it's not
hyper.
it's not a distraction. It's like almost a tension or anxiety or something.
Yes, mind racing. You looking
it's
for the
also
budget?
just like
I saw your eyes,
neat, clean,
like
clean
Sauron,
things.
looking for the budget. I got the budget right here, brother.
Oh, I was just looking at the mess.
Oh, you were just examining. This is just the podcast setup. I mean, yeah,
no,
I was eating with
all
my.
Reasonable.
Yeah, I was eating.
It's reasonable.
I was eating fish with my hands on the bed the other night, but this is just podcast.
Have other people brought up? The
Eliana,
thing you got going on.
Eliana thinks I got something going on. She's like, "You're a little neurospicy." That's what she says, and I resent that, and I resent her. You have said something. I mean, obviously, countless therapists. But I think
how many therapists have you had?
I think countless. Can't count. Because I get to 5 and then I get distracted. Yeah, I just can't count for want of attention. I like that phrase, for want of. You ever say that?
No, but
say for lack of?
I
throw a for lack of around.
I've probably used that before, sure.
All right. Tell me about your DNR job.
Sure. I work for the Maryland DNR now.
Cory's on the Cory's switched from the devil to the angel.
Department of Natural Resources.
Used to be setting fires, now you're planting trees.
It's cool. People smoke. My roommate Dave smokes cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
And he thought it'd be funny if I applied because then I could give him free boxes. I couldn't. I could give him free vapes, but not cigs.
He didn't want that.
That's illegal. And the application was very easy, and then I got the job.
You're talking BAT.
Yeah, British American.
No,
Tobacco.
but DNR,
let's leave that behind.
Let's leave that behind. That's in the past, in the shadows.
It was kind of funny. It was like a demented Willy Wonka. I think I talked about this on episode 6.
Did the CEO come out and do a somersault?
As the DNR.
Welcome. One of you will own this tobacco factory by the end of the day. All right, so so you go around to these sites, right? And you survey them. You're a wilderness man. It's fun.
I work with like a state fund that tries to reduce algae blooms in the bay, Chesapeake Bay, and most of it is like through stream restorations or like wetland restorations to like suck up nutrients and fertilizer and sediment and things like that. So yeah, a lot of it's just like poking around in like a degraded stream, being like, should this try to be repaired somewhere? Some of it's
you're evaluating whether it needs to be repaired?
Yeah, it's a lot of grant.
I thought you were checking in on grants too. Like, is this degraded? Are we getting,
once
getting
the
close
grants
to graded?
are awarded from the state of Maryland.
Are you getting a pension?
I'm on a pension, yeah.
Nice. How long you got?
No 401k, but
I was gonna say, how long do you need to be there to lock that in? And what's the deal with that?
It goes into like a 5% account, and I can, if I just quit like tomorrow, I would just get the money that's been going into the pension. But I think I need to be there for like 15 to 20 years, and then I get a pretty steady. I think it's just like income.
I think that's what a pension is.
Yeah.
I think you just get paid whatever income whatever income you had when you retired, which is why some people will work a shit ton in their last year and a half, so they get overtime income annually for the rest of their lives.
yeah, that huge benefit of my job. I don't know how it works, and no one's told me.
Well, I mean, you're far too young to even consider it. Do you think you're going to stay there for a while?
Yeah, I liked it. It's really chill. I mean, it's the state government.
That's what I like
Like
to hear.
the work is really.
Then my tax dollars are going to a chill work environment. That's what I love. As long as they're all having a good time,
the project,
you know?
people
Take off early.
People are having a good time.
Leave work at 3 every day.
Hey, join the socialism club.
I would love to. I would love to, brother.
It's the work's cool and the people are nice, but you just won't get paid a lot.
Do you have to have sex with your boss?
No.
That's nice. It's not like other states.
No. Also, this none of what I'm saying is endorsed by the state of Maryland.
Of course. Virginia.
Let's keep Governor Westmore out of this. Do you know what he looks like?
No.
He kind of looks like Osmosis Jones.
Really?
Yeah.
He's blue?
No, he's got the face.
He's inbred? He's got the face and 3 wiggly things for hair.
First of all, Osmosis Jones is an American hero. So
he's a rookie cop,
relax.
jerk off, lazy.
It sounds like
slacker.
you got a problem with him.
I got a problem.
I got a problem.
I've been a firefighter for 25 years. And I don't like his kind. He's joking
You're
around, trying to be a hero.
I bet you like the pill guy.
Love the pill.
Yeah,
Dexanephrine,
such a
whatever
pill
that
guy.
is. Yeah, dude, I'm red pill all day. Put me back to sleep.
I just
wanna
got a
eat
text.
fake steak.
I just got a text that my Survivor fantasy draft is delayed 10 minutes, so we can rip.
Oh, we're gonna rip. Let's continue to rip, dude. I knew it. I did text the boys. I said we got to continue ripping.
What do you do with the video? Is this for clips?
Yeah, clips. I mean, it goes on YouTube too.
YouTube.
YouTube.
I'm addicted to YouTube.
You watch
I
a
love
lot of
it.
YouTube.
I love it.
Actually, tell the people about your
It's just
YouTube
like
channel.
when
What were you watching? Stealth camping?
Yeah, stealth camping.
You watch
with
the
Steve.
most interesting things on YouTube.
I like that's a good
for 5 minutes.
that's a
and
good
then
way to
I'm
put it.
bored. But the topics are interesting.
Stealth camping with Steve. He's I will shamelessly plug Steve.
He's a homeless millionaire.
He's been doing
probably.
this for 3 years, I think. Canadian dude from Edmonton. I think he used to be somewhat homeless, or like he had a car and he was
You
sleeping.
love saying somewhat.
Well, he was
She got
sleeping in his
somewhat
car.
raped. He was somewhat homeless.
I don't know. Is like you're homeless if you're living in a car.
That's
but
right.
Like, I think there is sort of an attitude shift
How big's the car?
when you do have a car. Obviously, like that's no one wants to live in a car.
But if you got a car though, you know you're not fully
well,
down
the
and out.
Steve dude was sort of traveling. It was sort of almost like man with van, but I think he just didn't have a van, so he's doing it with a car. In Canada, way back when, and then he like during COVID, he started making videos of him just quote unquote stealth camping behind like roadside signs or like strange
But the reason being is that
forests among parking lots.
you're not allowed to camp there.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
It's not like he's
Under
just
bridges, overpasses.
being playful and be like, oh, I wonder if
Well,
people
he is
can't
kind of
see
he
me.
is kind of playful. Like he does. It's a little less Stroudy, like
Invisible.
Survivor Man.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but he's trying to dodge the law.
but he's Canadian, so he also is like very understanding of it, which is a good dynamic.
Oh, he's
for
like,
him.
hey, look, I get why I can't be here, you know, but we're
Yeah.
gonna try. We're gonna try for 48 hours, guys.
Yeah, and he, the original videos were just kind of funny, and then you'd always make a meal, and it's like almost like a little cooking show.
That's fun.
And he always loves it. He's like this.
He loves the meal.
Yeah, he's making this meatloaf in like a tin pan. He's like, oh, this is pretty good. He drinks. He's drinking.
Whatever you
directly.
make in your little stealth fort, it has to taste pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, when
Tastes like
you're
victory.
camping, the camping food always. Is
Yeah.
this is great.
That's all you got.
So
So-
I also love camping, so it's a little like living vicariously.
Do you love
through
camp? What do you love
Steve.
about camping? Because a lot of people hate camping.
I
if you
like
know
the
that.
sounds. I think I'm a very audio person,
Auditory.
and it's just like everything's slower. It's less to focus on. It's nice.
Yeah, you like the quiet.
That's only the first part of Steve's journey.
All right, we can cut this
Check
in. We
it
have a
out, check it
spoiler
out.
alert coming up. If you want to watch Steve's YouTube channel and go for the ride of your
Camping with
life,
Steve, I think it'll genuinely improve your life.
then don't listen to the next 2 minutes.
About 2 years into his like YouTube channel creation, which had huge popularity, like exponential growth, his wife dies,
Oh,
and now it's like an emotional journey of like Steve overcoming this
oh my God!
trauma but he's still camping, he's still doing it.
You don't stop. You can't
and he's
stop.
just like, he's been doing what makes him happy.
Got to put your whole self
And
into
it
it.
was honest, that YouTube episode when he announced his wife's death was like, it was the best YouTube episode I've ever seen.
How does wife die?
I don't know. I think it was cancer. No, he had an episode. I think she's woke up
Tentpole
dead
snapped?
in her sleep.
Oh, She woke up. Okay, well, she didn't wake up.
Well, yeah.
She woke up dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
And he never referred to his wife's name. He always said my beautiful wife in the videos. So like people were like, always like clamoring to know more about the wife. And then like 2 years in, she
Oh,
died.
jeez. That's brutal.
But
And then he just has to
great
like
guy.
keep
He also
eating
has
meatloaf.
his crazy neighbor.
He has neighbors?
That's the other character. It's sort of like
What are they,
it's
just
almost
homeless
like
men?
characters. No, but like close. No,
Homeless
they're not,
women.
They're not homeless. They're not definitely not homeless.
Okay.
They have like cars and things. We always get back to the homelessness. How does this happen?
It's a pervasive issue. It permeates all layers of society and podcasting.
Yeah. But that's my YouTube. That's was it Kooky Cory?
Curveball Cory. You could
YouTube
change it to
channel
Kooky.
Recommendation. of
Kooky
the
was a
night.
curveball. You changed your own name.
Yeah.
That's such a curveball Cory move. We can. I think we should probably wrap it up. Let me.
I got a great looking cast of Survivor draftees on my phone right now.
a lot of guys walking throughout their house, being like, "I gotta piss. I'm gonna mute." That's what I do on most FaceTimes. All right, Cory, do you have anything else to say to the people? Anything you want to plug? Any upcoming shows? Any podcasts of your own you're trying to launch?
Plant native grasses in your yard if you have one.
There it is. From the state of Maryland itself.
I should refine that statement. Don't mow. Just don't mow. Let it grow, baby.
Let it grow.
Let it go.
I don't care what your neighbors say.
Get
If
that,
your neighbors have a problem,
get that bush out.
send an email to overshadowedpod@gmail.com. And we'll read it on air.
Think of
And
the
Cory,
nutrient and sediment reduction.
We'll get down there. What did he say? What did the fireman say? Cory will get down there and drop them.
He's gonna end me.
Cory will drop them.
This is George Russell on the TV right now.
Who?
He's on Marriott Bonvoy.
Bonvoy.
George Russell.
What is a Bonvoy?
It's an F1 guy.
I got a Bonvoy.
Wow, he looks so
Bonvoy. 3
refined
o'clock.
and British.
Oh, that guy looks like a loser.
Mercedes Benz.
No one wears a quarter zip that
I
tight
gotta hang it
and
up.
is a nice, cool guy. Yes, he's
Leave
got to
him-
hang up. He's got to hang up the pod, everybody. So
Leave
Cory's
him
got to go.
Wanting more.
Thanks for listening to this episode. You can listen to more Overshadowed wherever you find podcasts, YouTube. Follow me at Zach Russell Comedy. Rest in peace, Charles, who died for this episode to make it happen. At Charles_Angle. Give him a follow.
Is Charles on the hot seat?
No. Charles is not on that. He's the chopping
With
block.
this pressure?
No,
With this
no.
pressure
I don't
coming
know,
from
Cory.
the bench?
Yeah, you're definitely.
I mean, 6th man.
You're swinging hard.
Maybe 8th man.
You're swinging hard. Yeah, but I would say 7th. Thank you for listening, everybody. Have a nice night. I hope you
Can't hit threes, but I can rebound.
I hope he's got to hustle. I hope you enjoyed another episode featuring a blood relative of mine. Perhaps one day we'll get a blood relative of Charles, but until that day, Cory will have to do.
We do need to get more Arizona.
Cory, any last words for the folks, for the shadies, the shadows?
No.
All right.